we got here randoms. He went first place tonight, 3-0 in the upper hand circuit with the Shenron leader, which, you know, it's been a little while since we've seen Shenron in the meta. It's a deck that has worked on quite a bit, so he's going to explain to us what went into the deck, why it works, things like that. So, of course, we know what the Shenron leader does. So, what was your Dragon Ball layout? Because there's a lot of ways you could take it.
I started off with, I just did 7 regular. And I know 1-star is really good, but I wanted the consistency of being able to just awaken without having to tap an energy or discard it.
Makes a lot of sense.
You could discard it with another card, but I just rather try to guarantee a awaken on 2.
So, a question: do you like to see multiple balls in your opening hand, or do you rather search them to get the actual advantage?
So you want at least 1 in your hand to make them good. You need to at least hard open 1, so you can awaken on 2 if you have everything going for you. Honestly, as a Wish leader, you prefer just like you see a ball in your hand, keep it, no matter how many it is. You don't want to get stuck like an extra turn on 10k because you wanted to like shuffle back more balls and try to draw them later. You're gonna die. You're too weak. I keep as many balls as I see.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's how aggressive everything is. All right, so what do we got next?
We got the extra card line. Battle cards seem like they make more sense. Let's do battle cards. So this is our super combo. Boa, Sparking 5.
Yep.
Just you go through your deck. It's a super combo whenever you want. Play blue yellow, so I play 4. You guys Zamasu.
Yep. Still a very strong card. Even though they didn't nerf it, it still has the ability to out just about any card that doesn't have barrier in the game. So, good card.
Followed up with his buff buddy,
Goku Negro. And you got those cool, what's those anniversary box foils?
Yeah, they were $2.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Ooh.
They look beautiful.
Yeah, really.
So that card right there, if you have was it a blue yellow energy, you draw 2 on top, 1 at the end of the turn.
Yep, and the trigger's on play, so even if you forget, it's mandatory. I think draw 2. The untapping an energy is not, so you could forget that.
Okay.
Followed up with our check land. Beerus. It's a god. It does what you want. At worst, you can reborn it to summon. Draw 1.
You go ult it with Shenron and win games.
You can ult it with Shenron and win games, of course. It's always an option. We have the Zamasu Ambition and Ambition. Most people don't really know what he does, but he's a perfect target off Assemble the Squad because he summons Goku, so it gets past the play from hand.
Okay, so yeah, it allows you to basically assemble the squad to Goku Black without actually assembling the squad in the Goku Black. As long as you have it in your hand. That's pretty cool.
So, I play 2 Heroic Prospects.
Alright.
I do run a Unison in this deck. 3 God Sealing.
Okay. So obviously
maybe this guy could go up.
You think it could
maybe
go
I would
up?
push him to 3. Yeah, because he's just 1 energy, and like by the time you play your Unison, it's either on 3 or 2. But if it's on 3, you can follow it up with Heroic, and a lot of decks can't really push through it. Not as good as Riposte, but strong card. And 3 God Sealing because 4 is a good number. You can't go wrong with 4 of like any of the counter plays, but 3 is enough because not really. I want to see it at least once.
And plus you cycle through your deck pretty efficiently, so kind of makes sense.
I play 4 Shenrizis.
Yep, that is your favorite card in this game, I think.
Hands down. Yeah,
those
I bumped it up.
I'm about to say real quick, I'm just going to talk about Shenron. For those of y'all who might be newer to the game, this was like the original Unison. This guy just sat out there and gave you value all game. He has the ability to draw a card, and you choose from 3 effects. Either give a card plus 5k in critical, you could untap 2 energy, or you can reborn a battle card with cost 2 or less. The requirement of Sparking 7, but that doesn't really exist in the Shenron deck. So continue.
Yeah, I normally was playing like the 2 and 2 split between this and the Desire, or like 3 and 3, but it's one of your best, like, Desire on 4. It's one of your best plays, so, and you use all 3 effects, like, constantly. You picked which one does better, so, like, you use all 3 all the time, so definitely wanted to see that forward. This is, like, part of the one-up text, but I put in the other Shenron.
Yeah, this guy right here, if I remember right, he KOs a battle card on play, and he gets back a 2 or less Desire.
Yep. So when you're free for 4 energy, you can kill any battle card, grab back, assemble the squad, and now you have at least something that has bot removal for free in most cases.
Makes a lot of sense.
Definitely. Didn't see him today, but I believe he's gonna come through one day. Say the one Great Priest.
Yep. For you guys that don't know, again, I know this card is really obscure. It was from a draft box. I think it was like draft box 5.
It says DB2.
I think that's draft box 5. It might be draft box 4, but whatever one it is. It's like Zamasu, except it bounces 2 gods instead of sacking something with total cost of sacking green cards total cost of 5. It just comes down 20k crit. And in this deck, as you saw with the gods like Goku Black and Zamasu, bouncing those back to your hand allows you to get even more value from them, so it makes a lot of sense. I'm also assuming he's a great alt target.
Oh, he's perfect. He already has critical, so you don't need to waste Shenron. I wouldn't say waste, but you can use a different effect to even summon a super combo to go with it. The 30k triple attack crit is already strong enough to get through most of the time. This is like the whole one-up package that I just love doing. A bad person. So I play 1 Mecha Kabor, Broken Seal. You guys already know what this card does. Just preventing 1 card type, or against Gojitas, you know, like 3 of them. Just like, oh, you don't have an out to this card. You don't have an out to Android 17. You have an out to Fu. Just, you can't play it, man.
Yep. That's very valid.
I play the 1 Son Goku. I put him back in the deck, thank God.
Yeah, he was actually good out there because that guy in the last game pulled out the vanillas and pumped them all up, and none of them could swing.
My boy was a hero today. He got a nice jacket.
Yeah, that's that Averex.
Goku and course quarters. Those quarters. This is like, I know it's still attack, but like it's an out to anything like barriers. So when you play against a lot of yellow and they play like sludge or anything 3 or less with barriers, so you get to pop poutines, you get to pop anything in the middle of the combat or on play with assemble. So like as early as like turn 2, you can summon this from your deck and kill anything with barrier 3 or less.
It just requires what, a multicolor and energy?
Yeah, you can play it on play or combo as long as you have a multicolor in your energy. It doesn't matter what color, it's just multicolor.
And it gets kind of really cool when you like loop it with Shenron and stuff like that.
Sure. All these cards are really good because like even if they're mixed colors or whatever, you can get them in the drop. You just play them with Shenron, so it doesn't matter if you don't see them now, you'll get them later. Spirit Search, he is key to your deck. He is the reason why you're able to so you keep a ball on 1, you search 2, you play him with squad on 2, dump 2 balls. So your turn 1 you have 2 balls, and then you do the final search and grab 2 more balls. So if you are able to squad him on 2, you are able to awaken on 2 consistently. Only problem is if he's lifed, so maybe you could bump him up to 2 if you wanna try this deck out. But he's key. He has to avoid that. You should definitely play 2.
Okay.
SS Rose, you already know this card's really good.
Yep.
If he comes down on 4, he's just as strong as a Booney. 20k double striker that you could go offensive with and then just be like, alright, I have 4 blockers next. Really hard for a lot of decks to get over it, especially like certain colors, you know, that they have to go through the hard way.
Yep.
And those guys are just free 99. Untapping 1 always comes up as well. Overall, really good card.
Have you been able to bounce it with the Grand Priest?
Not yet. That doesn't come up as much, man. Like, maybe I need to play more Grand Priest, but I wasn't able to bounce him. He gets killed like every time. I'm sure a lot of blue yellow players know he dies immediately.
Yeah, man, you can't let him just sit out there untapping energy every time.
My secret rare is the Shenron blocker.
Cool.
Not good in this version because I cut down a lot of like the extra cards. Like honestly, this could be any other secret rare that fits, and Kai, heroines will just all do better. If you want to play like more personal ambitions to make this work, it's possible, definitely doable, but you're better off just pan. Times are struggling, just pan. Don't like a unison, Kai. There's a lot of other options.
And it also is a good option to alt.
He's really good for sure, but in this list, when you see the extra cards, it's not really enough to make him work.
Well, I just mean like the SCRs in general, those guys are like free, so they're really great to alt with Shenron.
399 for sure. And the last secret rare, you already know. Listening. We're all listening. Here's like the extra cards in the unison package.
Sure.
I'll just do the unison. 4 hits. You want to see it. He's just 1 every turn, 15 hitter. Your leader can't attack, which is a really big problem against some decks. Not being able to swing, you lose a lot of value because you can't attack every turn.
Right.
So having a unison, like a pseudo leader, even though you can't really protect him, just draw a card. Hopefully he doesn't die at 3 hits. If he does, whatever, try to replace him. If not, it's a tough world. Yeah, he's perfect. There's a little other like blue unisons that you can try, but it's just the most consistent. Pick up draw a card feels really great. This is all the extra cards I play, so other than the balls, so play the 1 personal. This is always personal.
Okay.
You can play more. I really didn't get time to change this list much, but 1 personal, 2 petrifications.
Great card right now in the meta.
It's pretty nutty. 4 beam. You already know. Blue dormant. Dormant, don't ever touch this card. Stay there forever. I have to explain beam. Assemble the squad. Literally does. Pulls 90% of your deck. Helps you awaken on 2. Just a really solid desire. And the other desire, you know, you already know.
Yep,
The Shenron Easy Summoner.
Yep.
Big fan. That's the whole deck.
Alright.
It's at right now.
That is looking really good. I like it. Thank you for doing this deck profile with us, man. Any things you were thinking about changing from your gameplay today?
Definitely a secret rare can go. You can play more Grand Priest if you're a fan of it. I think it's pretty cool. The trunks at a bigger number, maybe 2, and that's it.
Thank you for doing this for me, Randoms.
Of course, man. You already know.
Alright.
Team.
Get some sleep, bro. Peace.
Hey, chat. Peace.